My presentation is on computer programming. University of Rhode Island describes programming as a set of step-by-step instructions that directs the computer to do the task you want it to do and produce the results you want. The software and application used on digital devices function according to their purpose due to written or coded instructions given to that device telling it what to do. Problem solutions are the purposes or goals for an application or program, and a computer programmer writes the instructions to fulfill those goals. Programs are written in languages understood by the computer. A programmer cannot type a simple English command to a computer and expect a valid response. Therefore, a programmer must learn and understand various computer languages to communicate appropriately with the computers. Most employers expect programmers to have a bachelor's degree in computer science. In college, students will learn not only multiple programming languages, but also how to learn other languages easily. And there are some employers that will accept an associate's degree as well as certification in specific languages or software. Also, many employers will have their employees become certified in the specific software or languages they use. Programming serves all fields from healthcare to security, and as the world becomes more digital, the need for programmers should spread further, and that's why many students will earn a supplementary degree for a specific field that they wish to program in. Also, programmers will attend professional development seminars to keep up with the constant changes or updates to languages and software, so even after graduating from college, programmers will continue their education. Codes are a written form of instructions for the computer to follow, and the job of a programmer is to write this code as well as test its functionality. Also, one common misconception about programmers is that they're all working like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg alone. And while the world does need innovative solo artists to create big projects which completely change the way things work, the world also needs people to maintain more common things like web pages or tax software. Also, programmers work with so many different kinds of professionals in each project they take on. Programmers can work with software developers and businessmen to design design programs. They can work with other programmers to create programs and get ideas. They can work with sales professionals to promote and sell products. They work with consumers to troubleshoot and fix the problems with the final product. A former programmer shared positively that there was regular contact with many different people of many different skills. Programmers spend obviously a lot of time in front of a computer every single day because their job is literally to work with computers. But probably some of the strong mental demands is concentration and focus, as well as skills in problem solving and passion. In production of thousands of lines of code, programmers must avoid making errors as well as stay focused on what they're working on. It's very easy to get lost in thought when coding while thinking about what's necessary for this part to function or what errors to avoid. Concentration is necessary to keeping thoughts in order to avoid any major issues or setbacks. Also, in writing these thousands of lines of code, they produce large complex programs which run very simply for the users to enjoy. One of their duties is to test the program and fix the issues when they arise. Therefore, they must be able to use their years of study as well as various certifications to solve the issues quickly. And a lot of employers look for programmers with passion, and that's the willingness and happiness to work outside the business hours or to not be a day coder. Programmers with a true passion for the work, like in many other areas, will yield the best results. As in many careers, salary varies by experience. The more experience in the field one has, the more they will earn. But the entry pay starts around $45,000. Programmers often earn more than other non-supervisory workers or workers not relating to or involved in the supervision of others. But in 2014, the highest paid programmers earned over $120,000 a year, while the bottom 10% earned about $43,640 a year. And according to Net Industries, these professionals receive paid vacation, sick leave, insurance, and at some companies, profit sharing and pension plans. So programmers can move on to become software engineers, computer systems analysts, or computer systems managers depending on their experience. Programmers with business experience can move on to become computer analysts or systems analysts, or be promoted to managerial positions. Programmers with specialized expertise in a specific language or operating system may move on to become a software engineer. But, as I said before, programmers can work in many industries, so they can also simply transfer fields from anywhere like software publishing, finance, and insurance to somewhere else like manufacturing and most commonly computer system design. Also, many programmers may choose to become self-employed. In 2008, around 42,800 software engineers and computer programmers were self-employed. And these self-employed programmers take on freelance projects which they complete independently, which they also get paid for. So, employment for computer programmers is set to decline 8% between 2014 and 2024. While employment for programmers is set to decline, employment for professionals in computer and information technology is set to increase by 13% between 2016 and 2026. One issue is that computer programming is often a prerequisite for jobs in computer and information technology, such as those in software development and web design. Therefore, growth in computer programming should be greater than those of computer and information technology. The fact that programming can be done from anywhere contributes to the decline of employment for programmers in the United States. Businesses are outsourcing overseas because it's less expensive to educate and pay programmers in other nations than it is to hire and pay educated programmers in America. As long as one has the skills and access to a computer, the job can be done. Finally, computer programming requires many skills, both conceptual and like programming languages and how to learn them, and inherent or practice like communication and passion. Computer programming also serves as a base for many of the other careers in computer technology and can also assist in the advancement in other industries such as healthcare or security. The process of programming requires participation and communication between many professionals, and therefore there are many opportunities to meet and work with people from other industries. These are my sources.